Let me guess. You want to talk? So I guess this is my home now. I guess it beats living in a cave. I'm glad that's sorted.
What's up? Finally, we can take a break. Lead the way. I'll be home waiting if you want. Needs to grow stronger. Yes, Baron? Lead the way.
You know, sometimes I like to roleplay. No, not like that. I mean like pretending I'm a mud crab that goes around pinching people on the bottom. It's rather fun. You should try it. Roleplaying, I mean. Although pinching bottoms is quite fun too. I'm bored out of my mind.
Greetings, brother. You look weary. I have something to help you relax, if you're interested. The finest skooma, the sweetest moon sugar, at a fair price, of course. Ah, a snitch, eh? Can't have you running to any guards now, can I? You're as good as dead. No! Enough! Time for you to die. Come on!
Yes? Did you want something? If you say so. Well, okay. But only because it's you? Time to move, I guess.
Greetings, Score. That armor looks like it could use a polish.
So does your pitch, boy. Didn't I tell you last time to be more specific? If you want someone's business, point out the stain on their chest plate, or the blood on their boots.
But you don't have any stains on your chest plate.
Go tend to the chickens, boy.
Hey, no fair! Get her stomach!
Greetings, stranger. The name's Yormir, and I'm at your service. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with. Perhaps you need your boots shined, or your tunic washed, or need a letter delivered? but I am desperate. It's mostly because people only offer a few septims for my services. Oh, I get it. You mean my desperation is why they offer me so little. Yes, if that's what you need. I can be your personal jester, and you can mock me for your amusement. But I can be much more than that. I can polish your boots, gather your kindling, and carry your quiver, handing you arrows as you shoot them. Really? I'll do everything you ask. Just say the word. If you're asking if I specialize in something, I'd say I do just about everything. For instance, I used to help Sven chop lumber. That is, until the day he almost lost his hand at the sawmill. Wasn't my fault, he ran into me. But he hasn't asked for my help since. Same with Delphine. She says I broke too many dishes. I broke maybe 3, at the most. That woman seems sweet on the outside, but beware. She has a real mean streak, too. Girder, though she'll vouch for me. And the blacksmith fellow. I forget his name. He taught me how to strip leather down. I'm guessing he would have hired me as his apprentice, but I think he knew I was destined for more. You sure look like you could use some help. Goodbye.
Orgnar, are you listening?
Hard not to.
The ale is going bad. We need to get a new batch. Did you hear me?
Yep, ale's going bad.
I guess you don't have potatoes in your ears after all. Just make sure we get a fresh batch in soon.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
The Sleeping Giant Inn. A word of advice.
You're that visitor
don't
been
get hit
poking
by a
around.
giant. I've seen people launch the
They say a
100 feet in
dragon
the air.
attacked Helgen. Sounds like
I don't even
hogwash
know
to
how
me.
that is possible, but it's true. I've seen it.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell. Need a room? Talk to Delphine.
The corn stores are getting low again, Orgnar. Wait, let me
Here,
guess.
take a look at this.
Get to it later. I don't suppose I could convince you to take care of it now, could I? Well, there's something to be said for honesty.
There have been whispers. A boy up in Windhelm, name of Aventus Aretino, been trying to contact the Dark Brotherhood. Looking to blow yourself up? I hear that's what magic does to you. There's a college in Winterhold that teaches magic, unless that blew up too. Be a lot safer just to have the Jarl's wizard teach you a thing or two. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Have you seen that shrine of Azura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see. Lucan at the Riverwood Trader had his store broken into the other night. Oddly enough, barely anything's been stolen. They say a dragon attacked Helgen. Sounds like hogwash to me. Until next time.
You in need of a companion, friend? Well, then you're in luck. I reckon I've killed more men than there are minutes in a day. I'd say you're right. I can count the mud crabs I've killed without using my toes. I'm not big on hurting such gentle creatures. I got my start as a pit dog in the Imperial City Arena. Worked my way up to Gladiator before I got bored and quit. They say the best techniques are left by the survivors. With me gone, I guess everyone will have something to offer.
Stupid dog.
I know, and I would have been Grand Champion too, if not for the burden. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Fair maidens in my bed and good stew in my belly. Some burden. Well, that ain't what I'm talking about. Well, friend, it all comes down to who your opponent is. I'm square with killing men, but with a Grand Champion, ain't no more men to fight. So, they bring in beasts, minotaurs and things. I don't like it one bit. If a man chooses to enter the arena, it's what you call his prerogative. A beast ain't got no say in the matter. I kill horkers for food and bears for hides. I don't kill no animal for sport. Why not? You need to get up more, friend. The arena is the most celebrated spectacle in all of Tamriel. To fight and die in the arena is a great honor. To fight and live, well, do that and you carve your name amongst the gods. Cause it's fair. It's about the only place you can truly measure a man's worth. If I ask the folks here, who has the best mead in Skyrim, one person might say Blackbriar mead, another might vouch for Honningbrew. If I asked for the best alchemist, bard or scribe, or which inn was warmest, and which wench the sweetest, there'd be many replies, but no answer. But if I asked you who was the strongest, who could best any man in the pit, there'd be no debate. You'd know by who was left standing. Only in the arena can a man be judged by his own merits. You ought to travel to Cyrodiil sometime, friend. and test your valor. The Horkers, my friend. The Horkers. I can't get enough of a good bowl of Horker stew. Fresh garlic, tomatoes, a sprinkle of lavender. You keep talking like that, and we'll need to get you an apron, and a chef hat. Also Horkers. That isn't it. You see, I've tried stews of all different flavors, from all over Tamriel. I've tried your venizons and your steaks. I've tried your bug meat, your horror pies, and Taurus nuggets. Some wood elf charlatan even tried to sell me what he called a wyvern steak, but it tasted like mountain goat. I've tried every meat from the Somerset Isles to the shores of Solstein, and ain't nothing compared to a fresh pot of Horker stew. But you know what I haven't tried? I haven't tried a dragon. And call me crazy, but I think I saw one fly this way not long ago. You don't say. Sounds like Embry owes me a drink. Said I was more likely to see a Horker with wings. I reckon that would be too good to be true. It's all in the hips, friend. Killing a bandit is like making love to a maiden. It only takes a second, and there's no shortage of blood. True enough, adventurer. True enough. You see, in times of war and famine, bandits are like cockroaches. A man can't even relieve himself without half a dozen bandits holding his prick. Especially a man who travels north to hunt Horkers, and south to hunt dragons. If only bandits tasted half as good as Horkers, I'd never go hungry again. Have you ever heard of clan fear? Lizard beasts from Oblivion. Taste like chicken. Or so I've been told. Business, friend. Business. Perhaps when our adventuring days are over, we can open the finest Horker stew shop in Skyrim. That, or a brothel. Seems like Skyrim needs more of both. A high elf whose toe I stepped on once told me, "Watch where you stab, Horker Brath." It was the highest compliment he could have paid me. Dragons. I was wondering if you had any thoughts on how they should be prepared. Seems to me there's a lot more than just dragon steak. Now, I ain't no chef, but I was thinking maybe it'd be best smoked into some sort of jerky. I remember when I first signed on, the Blade Master didn't have a raiment my size. Had to borrow one from a Breton. That thing fit like a corset on a minotaur. I looked like a sodding carrot. My opponent didn't think it so funny, though. when I caved her chest in. If what Gaiden Shinji says is true, then the best technique is to swing your hammer recklessly and hope to connect. Works for me anyway. Let's go.
Riverwood's agreeable enough, I suppose, for a Nord village. He's a bard, so he says. Occasionally, he finds time to do his job here at the mill. Thinks his ballads and sonnets are going to convince Camila Valerius to marry him. As if she would say yes. An intelligent, beautiful woman like her wouldn't fall for that nonsense. I hope. I've been thinking, maybe Camilla needs a little help seeing Sven for what he is. Could you give her this letter and say it's from Sven? I think I've matched that Nord's lack of cleverness perfectly. I'll show you what I know. All right then. How can I help a brother Nord?
I'm bored out of my mind. Papas isn't too friendly with strangers. But you...
Welcome. Well, thinks he can woo Camila Valerius away from me. She's already mine, I keep telling him. What is this? The elf playing at treachery? Shocking. As if I would write this dribble. How about we play a bit of a turnabout with Faendal? Here. I had to use simple words, but this letter should convince Camilla it's from him. Until next time. This is an ode to Skyrim.
Well, one of us...
Adventures, no theatrics, no thief chasing.
Well, what are you going to do then, huh? Let's hear it.
We are done talking about this. Oh, a customer. Sorry you had to hear that.
Maybe you could talk some sense into my pig-headed brother.
What's the point of paying for stuff when you can just kill for it?
What are you talking about? What's in the letter? Oh my. He wanted me to think Faendal wrote this? Thank you for telling me the truth. Could you talk to Faendal as well? I'm sure he'll want to thank you for standing up for him. You're not from around here. That makes two of us. I came here from the Imperial Province to work with my brother Lucan.
Well, I don't know what you overheard, but the Riverwood Trader is still open. Feel free to shop. The Riverwood Trader is everything you need in a general store. Yeah, we did have a bit of a break-in, but we still have plenty to sell. Robbers were only after one thing. An ornament, solid gold in the shape of a dragon's claw. You could? I've got some coin coming in from my last shipment. It's yours if you bring my claw back. Now, if you're going to get those thieves, you should head to Bleak Falls Barrow, northwest of town.
So this is your plan, Lucan?
Yes. So now you don't have to go, do you?
Oh, really? Well, I think your new helper here needs a guide.
By the 8, fine. But only to the edge of town.
This way.
Bridge to get to Bleak Falls Barrow. You can see it from here, though. The mountain just over the buildings.
You're new around here, so I'll go easy on you. Don't get on my bad side.
Those thieves must be mad hiding out there. Those old crypts are filled with nothing but traps, trolls, and who knows what else.
Tell me as soon as you've given Camilla the letter. Riverwood's agreeable enough, I suppose, for a Nord village. I appreciate your help. Please, take this. Some gold I've saved up from working at the mill. Until next time.